One day, I was at school. We were in science class and we were making explosions and shit. I was a bit of a rebel in school, so I decided to mix every ingredient I could find into one bowl. I then proceeded to heat it over a Bunsen burner. I now realize that was a bad mistake. It exploded all over the students. It made the school shake, caused an earthquake. Even my teacher, Mr. Bumcrack Shakalak, was covered head to toe in this creamy mess I had created. My head teacher, Mrs. Basila Moldymole, expelled me from school for 1 week. But I said, nah, fuck you bitch, and I walked like a badass out of my school, with a baddie playlist on. I came back to school the next day and everyone was so impressed by me. Every time I have science I am not allowed to participate. The explosion I made that day was as loud as a hippo giving birth. I am now the most popular person in the school and everyone wants to be my friend. Mr. Bumcrack Shakalak wants to be my boyfriend, and Mrs. Basila Moldymole said she would be lesbian for me. So suck on that, bitches.
Is it just me, or when you're raising your hands in class, the teacher just wouldn't pick you? Like, you'd be raising your hand for like 7 minutes, and they would just fully ignore you. And then when you're just stretching, they'll be like, yes, do you have a question? Like, no! Did you not see me when I was raising my hand for 7 minutes before this?
One day, I was at McDonald's. I decided to order a chocolate milkshake. Bad idea, by the way. I was drinking my milkshake when all of a sudden, I needed to fart. But it was more than a fart. I shat all over the seat and my family. Everyone started staring and laughing at me because I let out the most sloppy, ploppy, goggy, foggy, smelly, pig's belly, slimy jelly shit ever. I could have been mistaken for a rocket, because my shit was making me fly up in the air. I saw someone recording me and I was like, oh hell no, you stinky rat, very fat, fishy fanny. I grabbed their Dora flip phone out of their hand and said, never do that to me again, you stupid bitch. I didn't even care that she...
What would you do if someone said this to you? Once there was a girl in Korea who got in an elevator in the apartment building that she was living in when a stranger came in and told her something that was absolutely terrifying. This stranger came into the elevator with her and tried to make some small talk. He looked at the elevator buttons and said, oh, I see that you live on the 14th floor. I live on the 13th floor. She gave him a friendly response and even tried to flirt a little bit. She thought that he was attractive and wondered if they would get to know each other better. But things quickly took a horrifying turn. When the elevator arrived at the 13th floor, the man got off and said, see you soon. But as the doors closed, he pulled out a knife from his jacket and with a terrifying smile said, upstairs. Then he ran towards the stairs. By this time, it was too late. The elevator doors were already closed. She tried to push as many buttons as possible, but it was of no use. She was stuck inside the elevator, unable to do anything, as the elevator made its way up to the 14th floor.
Some teachers just really get on my nerves, you know? I don't know what planet they're on, but they definitely are just built different. Here's an example. When you need to go to the toilet, you politely put your hand up and say, Miss, can I go to the toilet? No, you should have gone at lunch. I'm sorry, Karen, but I can't control my bladder. You know, at lunch, when I'm eating and drinking, it gets digested, and then later on, I need to go to the toilet. It will take me 5 minutes at max. Probably not even 5 minutes. Considering our lessons are like an hour long, I'm sure that's not too much of an issue, is it? And then sometimes they're just like, okay, but you need to wait until so-and-so gets back. I need to go to the toilet. I don't care about talking to anyone. I want to go to the toilet. I don't care about that. What do you think we're going to do in there? Just sit and chat for the rest of the lesson? No. And then they're like, don't want you having a bit of a mother's meeting in there. Oh my god. And the scariest thing in school is when they put the I can't even say it, the name on the board. Ah!
All better buckle up because this one's a ride. One day when I was 11, my mom let me use her laptop so I can study for my